Hello and welcome to the first part of my League of Legends roundup for June 26th. We have the LPL and LCK in this video. If you haven't watched one of my videos before, I take notes on the games as you see here, saving the time if you didn't get up at 4:45 or 4 o'clock to watch the games. That's what this is about. I also do a sneak peek series when I can. Saturdays are proving difficult, but otherwise I do a sneak peek series where I go over the games of the next day as well, where you can predict the winners below those videos. And yeah, so subscribe if you like daily League of Legends content. I will have a video up every day, more often than not, multiple videos. So IG versus anyone's legend. Not a very entertaining first game. It was clean. It was really clean by IG. Anyone's legend would take an Infernal to start it off and take a Rift Herald at 9 minutes. However, IG would respond by getting a kill, take a Cloud, and that's all that happened during laning phase in the first 18 minutes of the game. At 18 minutes, IG would win a fight 4-0, June with a double to go to Ocean Soul Point. After that, they were up 5k gold at 21 minutes. At 23 minutes, IG would take Ocean Soul 4-0, June with another double. That would lead to a Baron 11k lead, and they would end at 26 minutes 5-0 in top, June with another double on Diana. Very simple first game out of IG. Excuse me. Game 2, anyone's legend would respond. At 6 minutes, they got to kill top lane. IG said, fine, we'll go take a mountain when you do that. Anyone's legend wins a fight in the river 3-0 at 10 minutes, takes an ocean, gets a pick, goes bot lane, and that would end laning phase at 16 minutes. Anyone's legend ahead 6-0, 4k gold, and ZDZ is 2-0-2 on a Camille. At 19 minutes, there'd be a fight in bot lane that anyone's legend would come out on top of, 2-0, Zhao Hao with a double on Xin Zhao. The game would slow down between 19 and 26 minutes. We had no kills in that time span. Anyone's legend would stack Drakes going to Hextech Soul Point. At 26 minutes, the kill drought would end. Anyone's legend winning a fight 2-0 to secure the Baron in a 6k gold lead. IG did respond against that Baron, winning a fight in mid 5-1, June with a triple kill on Viego in that fight, leading to IG taking the next Drake and preventing Soul from going over to anyone's legend. However, anyone's legend would get a pick at 31 minutes, win a fight in mid 3-1 at 33 minutes, and then end off of that. Final score being 17-6 for anyone's legend. So, nice response in game 2. Game 3, IG got off to a good start. At 3 minutes, they would go top lane 2-0, take a Cloud. Anyone's legend would go top lane at 6 minutes, and IG would go top lane again at 8 minutes. So, in the first 8 minutes, we had 3 instances where the teams would go top lane in total. The third time, IG going 2-0. And Zika with the double kill. At 11 minutes, anyone's legend won a skirmish in mid 3-2. IG would take an Infernal, and laning phase would end at 15 minutes. IG up 6-4, 4.5k gold, and Zika was 4-1-2 on a Gwen. So IG are in the catbird seat at 15 minutes. They go to Ocean Soul Point. However, at 18 minutes, anyone's legend would start crawling back into this game. They would get a kill top lane. At 22 minutes, they won a fight 4-0 for Ocean to prevent Soul from going over to IG. Betty with a triple. Anyone's legend then ended up taking a Baron after winning that fight, giving them a slight gold lead. So now, between 15 and 23 minutes, the gold had swung from 4.5 in IG's favor to 1k in anyone's legend's favor. And yeah, 1k isn't a lot, but it's a 5.5k difference than where it was 8 minutes prior. Anyone's legend would steal the Ocean. 4-1, Forge with a triple. Anyone's legend were up 15-7 after that. Forge 5-1-6, and at 28 minutes, anyone's legend would end 5-1 in mid. Betty with another triple. Forge ends up being MVP. 5-1-6, like I said, through 24 minutes. He was a force to be reckoned with on the Akali, a very good Akali game. We had a couple of those this morning in the LPL and LCK. Final game was 20-8. So that's that for IG versus anyone's legend. Now EDG versus BLG, two teams that are kind of disappointing, but to very different degrees. BLG is a massive disappointment. They are taking the disappointment trophy from Vitality wants it, but BLG are like, we're going to keep it. Game 1, EDG would get a 2v2 kill, go mid, and take a Cloud in the first several minutes. BLG would take a Rift Herald at 9 minutes, EDG winning the fight 2-1 after. EDG then blow the game open at 12 minutes, securing a Hextech Drake 4-2, JJ and Scout with doubles. Scout played a very good series, as well as JJ, who ends up being MVP. At 16 minutes, EDG won a fight in top 2-0. That would end laning phase with them up 10-3 in kills. 6K gold, and JJ is 5-0-2 on a Viego. BLG would go bot lane at 17 minutes. However, EDG would win a fight for Mountain Soul Point at 18 minutes. They got a kill, took the Drake, won the fight afterwards 4-1. Scout with a triple on Azir. BLG get another pick. At 21 minutes, EDG won a fight 5-1 for Baron. Scout with a quadra. During that Baron, they would take Mountain to go to just take the Mountain Soul. And then EDG end at 25 minutes 3-1. So EDG a very convincing game 1. Final score 24-9. Game 2, EDG, similar start. They take a Drake, EDG taking a Cloud. However, BLG would respond by going mid, and laning phase would end at 12 minutes. BLG with only 1 kill to show. I mean, EDG had none. BLG up 1.5k gold. EDG then take an Infernal. They get a pick at 16 minutes, but at 17 minutes, BLG take control of the game, winning a fight 5-1 in the jungle. Weiwei with a triple on Viego. BLG then would stack 2 Ocean Drakes and go up 4k gold by 23 minutes. At 24 minutes, EDG get a pick. A couple minutes later, there's a skirmish in the jungle 1-for-1. And then at 28 minutes, EDG start the Baron. BLG end up stealing it, winning the fight 5-1. Icon with a double to win the game. Final score of game 2 was 17-5, BLG's favor. Much closer than the kill score would indicate. Game 3, very slow early game. EDG stacked Mountain and Cloud before they even got First Blood, which came at 13 minutes when BLG would dive top lane. That would end laning phase with BLG up 1 kill, golds tied. BLG then go top lane again. At 18 minutes, EDG end up getting a pick to go to Infernal Soul Point. BLG would take a Baron at 21 minutes, giving them a 1.5k gold lead, but when they chose to do that, EDG would take Infernal Soul. At 24 minutes, EDG won a fight in mid 2-1, and then at 27 minutes, EDG... Oh, actually, I got ahead of myself. 24 minutes, EDG won a fight 2-1 in mid, and then at 27 minutes, BLG actually win a big fight, 5-1 in bot, Icon with a double. However, they couldn't do much with it in terms of getting objectives. None were up on the map. However, they would get quite a bit of gold. EDG would end up getting the Elder at 30 minutes, getting a kill in that fight and resetting. At 31 minutes, so a minute later after the reset, they were able to take a Baron of their own, still down in gold, which kind of shows, like, the gold was close, but when they lost that big fight 5-1, BLG had nothing else to do but take turrets and take camp, so they went up in gold quite a bit. However, EDG would end the game at 36 minutes 5-0 in the jungle, Flandre with a triple, and Viper with a double. I almost made Flandre MVP, but that was the only time he really showed up in this series. JJ really did work in game 3. He may not have been getting ganks and things like that, but he was out pathing Weiwei to the point where he was able to stack Drakes, get ahead of objectives, take the Elder when he had to, and in game 1 he played very well also, so hats off to JJ in this one. BLG continue to struggle, that's without a doubt. BLG are on struggle street, so that's it for the LPL. Now on to the LCK. Okay, now on to the LCK. We have HLE and Red Force, DRX and Guangdong Freaks playing this morning. Red Force really took this win from the jaws of defeat. I'll tell you what, they should have lost this game series multiple times over. Red Force, maybe this will change their trajectory this split, hopefully, because they can't play like this if they want to make it to the playoffs. So, game 1, Red Force take an Infernal, they go mid, they get 2 kills when HLE take a Rift Herald at 9 minutes. Red Force would then take a Hex Tech. Oh, if they didn't see the score, Red Force wins game 1 18-0, so this is going to sound really repetitive. So after this Hex Tech, they're up 3-0, gold's tied at 11 minutes. They go bot lane, they win a fight 3-0, goes for the double at 17 minutes for Ocean Soul Point. They take the Baron at 22 minutes 5-0, Dread with a double. Dread ends up being MVP. 6k gold lead. They use the Baron to take Ocean Soul outright. As the Baron's coming to an end, they win a fight in mid 3-0, goes for the double, and then at 27 minutes, they win 3-0 to push to end. Game 2, Red Force get out to an early lead again. They go bot lane and take a Hextech Drake to start it off. However, at 9 minutes, HLE respond with a 2v2 kill. They take a mountain, HLE does, 2-1 at 12 minutes. At 15 minutes, HLE take a Rift Herald 2-1, and that ends laning phase at 16 minutes, with HLE ahead 5-3, 4.5k gold, and Samdi is 0-2 and 5 on a Senna. HLE then take an Ocean. Red Force start responding at 20 minutes, go 2-1 bot, and also get a pick. At 24 minutes, HLE would win a fight for Ocean Soul point 3-0, Karas with a double. This gave them prio over the Baron, which they would take 1-1 at 25 minutes, giving them a 7k gold lead. At 28 minutes, they'd win a fight 1-0 and kind of go into the Red Force base, but be forced to reset. At 29 minutes, Red Force would take an Ocean to prevent HLE from taking the Soul, but they lost the fight afterwards, 5-0, Karas with a double on Victor, final score 16-6. Game 3, not a lot's written here. Not a lot really happened. It was the longest game of the series. Might have been the longest game of the day, actually, in the LCK. 9 minutes, we had first blood. HLE were going mid lane, and Red Force went top lane simultaneously. Red Force then take a Cloud, and laning phase ends at 16 minutes. 1-1 are the kills. Gold's tied. So between 9 and 21 minutes, we had no kills. During this window, I don't know why I have Red Force taking all these Drakes. HLE had to have taken a Drake in this window. Whether HLE took the Cloud that I already mentioned, a Hextech or an Infernal, they took one. Red Force took two of them. At 21 minutes, what matters is Red Force went to Infernal Soul Point 4-0. On fleek with a double. Oh, jeez Louise, I'm off. I am just... At 21 minutes, Red Force go to Infernal Soul Point. HLE win the fight 4-0. Afterwards, on fleek with a double. That gives HLE power to take a Baron right after a 4.5k gold lead. So despite Red Force being at Infernal Soul Point, HLE had the Baron and the gold lead. At 27 minutes, the same thing happened where Red Force would take the Soul, but HLE won the fight 4-1, Samdi with a triple. This allowed HLE once again to take another Baron at 30 minutes. Red Force getting a kill afterwards, and Red Force being up 8k. Red Force being down 8k gold. So HLE are, 8k gold sizable even at 30 minutes. However, HLE could not end, and at 34 minutes, Red Force in Dread would be able to take the Elder and smite it. His smites were on point in this one, getting that smite for Soul Point despite losing the fight, doing it again for Soul, and then he did it for Elder. They won the fight after Elder 4-0. Kana with a double, and they would win the game 8-9 despite having less kills. Series 2, DRX and Kwangdong Freaks. The Freaks are the first team that we are seeing in the LCK that are starting to get worried about their situation, which I'll get to before we do Game 2. So, DRX go 2-0 in the jungle at 3 minutes, and Fate ends up solo killing Zika at 6 minutes in mid. Fate on an Ari, Zika on a Corki. DRX take a Cloud. KDF win a fight for Rift Herald 2-1. DRX take an Ocean. DRX go top lane. At 15 minutes, DRX take a Rift Herald. The Freaks winning the fight 2-0 after. Laning phase ends at 17 minutes with the Freaks up 5-4 in kills. Gold's close. Pioshik is 3-1-1 on the Viego. He ends up being MVP. Between 15 and 23 minutes, we have no kills. During this time, both teams would take a Hextech Drake. This would put DRX to Hextech Soul Point. 23 minutes, there's a trade of kills. 25 minutes, DRX win a fight in mid 2-1. Then there's a skirmish in the river, 1-1. At 28 minutes, DRX take a Hextech Soul, winning a fight 3-1 afterwards. Deft with a double on Callista. This allowed them to get prio over the Baron, which they would take, and a 5.5k gold lead. At 30 minutes with the Baron, DRX win a fight in top 5-1. Pioshik and Zika with doubles. KDF would be able to defend the base. And after the reset, DRX are up 16-11 and 7k gold as of 32 minutes. Pioshik is 6-2-9. Fate is 3-0-7. So Fate has had a great series despite the struggles for KDF. DRX would take the Elder at 34 minutes to end the game 5-1. Deft with a triple. Final score 21-13. Now, what am I talking about when I'm talking about the Freaks scrambling? Well, Moham has been in the lineup for a series and then a game, and they went back to Hoyt in Game 2. They're already struggling and trying to go back and forth between their supports. And I could have told you that they were going to struggle. I mean, Moham's stats, I don't believe, were that good in Academy. And Hoyt isn't all that good. So, I mean, in this region, you know, you've got quite a few bot lanes that are good. Like they're at you already have 4 bot lanes outright, and maybe if you like Red Force, you've got 5 bot lanes that you can name before you even think about putting the freaks in there. And that they knew that coming into summer. So I don't know. They have to figure out their support situation, you know, by 2023 if they want to have a good year next year. Because right now, I don't think that they're going to figure it out in summer. So at 7 minutes, KDF end up taking a mountain to start this game off. Zika solo kills Elam before he can recall. At 10 minutes, DRX win a fight in the river 3-0. Zika with the double on Akali. DRX get a 2v2 kill. They take an Infernal and they get a pick. So at 15 minutes, DRX are up 6-0. 4K gold. Zika is 4-0-0. At 15 minutes, Pioshik would solo kill Elam. Elam on a Trundle. And Pioshik on a Viego again. The game slows down between 15 and 25 minutes. We have no kills. During this window, DRX with stacked Drakes going to Cloud Soul Point. At 25 minutes, they end up winning a fight 2-0 to secure the Baron and a 9k lead. They use the Baron to take Cloud Soul. And then they end at 32 minutes, 5-2 in mid. Zika with a triple. Final score 14-2. DRX beat the crap out of the Freaks. That's not a surprise. Actually, most of the games today were games like that. Outside of this one, I really don't think many games were close, even in the LPL. It was just one of those days where teams that started losing the early game just couldn't recover. But that's the deal for the LCK and LPL today. Thank you for watching. If you liked the video, like it. Subscribe to the channel for daily League of Legends content. Comment down below if you have an opinion on any of these teams, anything I said, whatever. Thank you for watching.